So Trump won.
Look what happened. Is this crazy?
How did he do it?
How could Trump have possibly won this election?
I'm not surprised at all, honestly, that Trump won.
It is an easy answer, but it is one that is hard to digest.
So I think the simplest way to explain Trump's victory at a big picture level is to say that Americans ended up being maybe somewhat surprisingly nostalgic for the world that existed in Donald Trump's first term.
They don't really blame him for the pandemic. And before the pandemic, you had a world in which Russia had not invaded Ukraine and Israel had not invaded Gaza.
Trump was able to blame inflation on President Biden's policies.
And so Trump actually had a very straightforward narrative of restoration.
The bottom line is it's very hard to represent an incumbent administration when millions and millions of Americans are discontent with the direction of the country. So as eccentric a candidate as Donald Trump is, as erratic as he is, as corrupt as he is,
Just enough voters looked at him and said, we'll take another chance with Trump and see how that plays out.
This is what America wants.
We are living through a time of great anxiety.
A cultural angst that I would summarize is, whose country is this anyway?
Their economic future, their children's economic future, about not being able to imagine what life will be like in 5, 10, 15 years, about how they will get by.
But also underlying failures of America to deal with profound inequality, to deal with huge numbers of people who feel they've been left out.
They are becoming more insular. They are becoming more hostile to foreigners, immigrants. They are becoming more protective of a legacy, and they believe that that story belongs to them. It may be destroyed by the idea of progress.
To whom then a demagogue or a charlatan sounds like the call of a siren.
It was possible for Kamala to speak to those anxieties with joy, with the politics of care that Tim Walz could have brought into the campaign. None of that happened.
There was just thing after thing that just seemed to break in his favor. And so as much as we might want to attribute some sort of grand historical meaning to his victory, I think that one of the biggest and most underappreciated aspects of it is Trump is just an incredibly lucky bastard.
We made history for a reason tonight.